let's be just a controversial view here. I think Palestine should be run by Palestinians with democratic elections for them to decide who rules them with their own state, their own homeland, not a colonial administration.
They had them and they ended up with Hamas.
Yeah, so what? The Palestinians have to choose leaders that we like? Do the Palestinians love the fact that Donald Trump is America's president and he's supplied all the weapons that's been used to destroy their homeland, murder their children? I guess if they don't like Donald Trump being president of America, they can just ask him to leave. They can just remove him. Now they're asking Tony Blair to be installed there. Did we like Tony Blair as our prime minister? So we don't like him for ourselves, but they should want it for themselves. If you hear the start of that question, he literally said, oh, Donald Trump has appointed Tony Blair. Tony Blair is good enough for these people. Why is it not good enough for them? He's not one of them. The casual racism that implies that they have to choose the person we like. They never ask, does that work the other way around as well? If they don't like the people we choose, like they don't like the fact that Donald Trump is America's president who's supporting the genocide of their people, can they just remove him? These people are so racist. The Palestinians don't have any agency to them. It's just that, oh, we don't like that person, so we're going to remove him. Even when Owen Jones makes the point, like he's making a point about a democratically elected blah, blah. Even if they don't want a democracy, so what? It's not our country. China, one of the most successful countries in the world, they're not a democracy in the traditional Western sense. I actually argue China's a lot more democratic than the West, but that's a separate video. But obviously, some of our favorite people in the world are dictators, and we love them. We love dictators that are on our side. If the Palestinians elect the PA, the Palestinian Authority, who are basically Israel's lapdogs in enforcing the occupation, we would love that. That's a dictatorship we like. The Saudis, they chop people's heads off. We love them. They come and dance with our royalty, you know. They buy millions and millions of dollars in weapons. We love that kind of like autocracy and dictatorship when it's on our side. So now the idea that the Palestinians should A, have a democracy, they don't have to if they don't want to, or B, the idea that they have to choose people like not Hamas because we don't like Hamas. If Hamas stand in elections and win, why should we have to tell them who they choose? This is why, again, they want their own state, because no normal state is dictated by other people telling them what they like. And this Western idiots who claim to be journalists never think of the idea in reverse, that if we think we don't like their leadership and we can just call for them to be removed, can they say the same thing about Israel, for example? We don't like Israel's leadership, so someone removed them. Is that how the world works? These people are not very smart.